In this video, I'll show you some advanced features in Language Player's Reader. Let's get started. So over here, I already have my Swift text. This text is copied from Wikipedia. I'm going to show you some of the advanced features that's available on the user interface. If you scroll down from the reader's interface, you can see these two buttons, full screen and under translation. If you press full screen, the application will be taken to full screen. It will take up the entire display area, and you can focus on reading this text without any of the distractions. But really, this is meant to be used in a school setting. For example, if you are teaching a bunch of students and you want to show them this on an overhead projector, if you want to make the text nice and big, for example, we can adjust our text by pressing on this cog icon right here and then changing it nice and big. And now you can go to the full screen button right here, and then you can show this text to a group of students on the big screen. You can use the pop-up dictionary that's available here as well, and all the tools that we have here. We can translate the text by pressing on these action buttons to the right of each line and then press Get Translation. But this is getting tedious because you have to press on it line by line. If you don't want to do that, what you can do is you can paste in some translation right here in this text box. So to do that, I'm going to get some translation from Google Translate. I'm going to press on this Google Translate button right here, and that takes me to Google Translate. And the text is automatically filled in here. So I can just copy the English text here, go back to Language Player, and I'm going to paste in this text over here. I'll replace everything and then paste in the Google Translate text. And as you can see, all the text has been translated, right? We're just copying this text, go to Google, translate it into English, and then paste that English in this box, and then all the text is automatically translated. But let's say that this text gets a little bit longer. Let's copy this whole thing. Let's paste that in. Of course, the translation is going to be different. So notice that now at the bottom of the text, we have this bar right here. This is the pagination bar because the text is too long to be viewed on one screen, right? You don't want to be scrolling down and down and down and never be able to get down to the editing area, right? So our solution is that we're dividing the text into chunks, and each chunk is a page. You can use this drop down to navigate to a specific page, or you can use the next button and the previous button to go to the previous and next pages. So let's go to the next page. So here's the next page, and you can translate this as well, but because the text is way too long, these buttons will not work. So we have to copy this and then go to Google Translate and then paste. Now we have this long English translation. We can copy that, and then we press this Enter Translation icon. See that? Enter Translation, that brings this box back on. So let's paste that in, and now all the lines are translated, right? 过敏原, allergen, that's correct. So this is how you can add in translation. And finally, one advanced feature is that you can use Markdown in the text area. Markdown is a language for marking up rich text. For example, you can use the pound key, the pound sign, to mark a header. So if I go to the first page, so you can see what I'm doing to the text. So if I want to make this a header, H1, the heading 1, what I can do is I can type a pound sign here. And if you scroll up, you can see that's been styled as H1. You can also use asterisk around to italicize and bold the full spectrum of things you can do. You can refer to the documentation of Markdown, right? You can Google Markdown and learn all about it and learn all the syntax of Markdown. And that was some of the advanced features of Language Player's Reader. I'll see you in the next video.